Hello students, in lecture 4 we are going to discuss about another type of circulatory system, that is lymphatic system. And before starting this, I would like you to get well versed with a new term called lymph. So let's start with lymph. What is lymph? Lymph is similar to blood, means it is also a fluid which is circulating throughout our body, and it is similar to blood, but it is not red in color because it does not consist of RBCs. I am repeating it again. Lymph is similar to blood. It is a fluid that circulates throughout our body, but it is not red in color because it does not consist of RBCs. Lymph is a yellow fluid which is somewhat similar in composition to blood plasma, means it is yellow in color. And what is the composition of lymph? Means what is present inside the lymph? It is blood plasma, large protein molecules, digested food material, and a special type of white blood cells called lymphocytes, which helps in fighting infection and disease. So lymph is a yellow liquid which is composed of blood plasma, protein molecules, digested food, and a special type of white blood cells called lymphocytes. Lymph, how this lymph is formed? This lymph is formed from the fluid which leaks from blood capillaries and goes to the intercellular spaces in the tissues. Here you can see, I'll show you the diagram. This is arteries, this is veins, and these are capillaries. The walls of capillaries have some pores, and when the oxygenated blood consisting of digested food material and other protein molecules passes into the capillaries, some of the fluid from these capillary walls leaks into the cell tissues. Here you can see na, these are tissue cells, and here are some spaces between these tissue cells, and that fluid which leaks from the capillaries into these intercellular spaces of the tissues is known as lymph. I am repeating it again. These are arteries, oxygenated blood containing protein molecules, digested food material, and many other things. When goes into this capillaries, the walls of the capillaries have pores, and when the exchange between the arteries and veins is taking place through these capillaries, due to pores in the walls of the capillaries, some of the fluid consisting of proteins, food material will seep into these intercellular spaces of the tissue cells, and this fluid which seeps into the intercellular spaces between the tissue cells is known as lymph. And as you know, when such a leakage will take place, obviously some important molecules like proteins are also seeping into these intercellular spaces to form an extracellular fluid, and this must be returned to the veins. So this work of returning this fluid, which is known as lymph, to the veins back is done by the lymphatic system. Clear? Here you can see these green colored entities na? These are nothing but these are lymphatic capillaries. These lymphatic capillaries will you can say soak, or they will absorb this lymph, and through the lymphatic system it will return this lymph to the blood capillaries, to the veins. We will see it further how they do, but I am repeating it again. Lymph is a fluid which seeps into the intercellular spaces between the tissue cells, from where they are being absorbed by the lymphatic capillaries, and this lymph will be again transported back to the blood capillaries. Clear? So let's see. Lymph is formed from the fluid which leaks from blood capillaries and goes to the intercellular spaces in the tissue. Now you must be clear with this thing. From the pores present in the walls of capillaries, some amount of plasma, proteins and blood cells escape into the intercellular spaces in the tissues to form extracellular fluid to provide nutrition and collect waste. This fluid is finally collected through lymph vessel and finally returns to the blood capillaries. And lymph also play an important role in the immune system. I will explain you how in the further slides. So as you can see, the lymph which has been seeped into these intercellular spaces is being absorbed by the lymphatic capillaries, and these lymphatic capillaries will further transfer it to the lymph vessels. It is required to put this lymph back into the blood capillaries. Why? Because lymph also consists of proteins and digested material which is required by our body. So this lymph which has been seeped into these intercellular spaces is again returned to the blood capillaries by the lymphatic system. Clear? Let's proceed further. So a lymphatic system, a system of tiny tubules called lymph vessels and lymph nodes in the human body which transport the liquid called lymph from the body tissues to the blood circulatory system is called lymphatic system. Means it is a system which will transport lymph from the body tissues again to the blood circulatory system. The lymphatic system consists of following part: lymph capillaries, larger lymph vessel, lymph nodes and lymph. As you know, lymph is equivalent to blood, which will carry all the digested materials and proteins back to the blood capillaries. So here you have seen, or you have already seen these green type parts or entities. These are lymphatic capillaries. So we will see how transportation take place. Circulation of lymph through the lymphatic system. First of all, lymph. As you have seen that from the walls of the capillaries, lymph consisting of some proteins, blood plasma as well as digested material seeps into the intercellular spaces of the tissue cells. From there, this lymph is absorbed by the lymph capillaries. Then from lymph capillaries, this lymph will be transported to the larger lymph vessel which consists of lymph nodes. In lymph nodes, lymph is cleaned by white blood cells called lymphocyte. Then this cleaned lymph is transported to large veins called subclavian veins, and through these veins it is again transported to the heart, that is again transported to the blood circulatory system. Clear? So here it is, lymph drains into the lymphatic capillaries, means the lymph present in the intercellular spaces of the tissue cells drains into the lymphatic capillaries from the intercellular spaces which join to form large lymph vessel containing lymph nodes. In the lymph nodes, lymph is cleaned by a white blood cell called lymphocyte. The cleaned lymph containing large protein molecules, digested fat and other useful material is transported by lymph vessels to large veins called subclavian veins. These veins carry the lymph to the heart. Lymph carries digested and absorbed fat from intestine and drains excess fluid from the extracellular space back to blood. In this way, the lymph again gets back to the blood circulatory system. Clear? So what are the functions of lymph or lymphatic system? These are very, very important. Lymph protects the body by killing the germs, drained out of the body tissues with the help of lymphocytes contained in lymph nodes. As I have told already that lymph nodes consist of lymphocytes. So when this lymph will pass through the lymphatic system, these lymphocytes will kill the germs present in the lymph and helps in the helps in the cleaning of the lymph. Lymph also helps in removing the waste products like fragments of dead cells. If any fragments of dead cells are present inside the lymph, they will be removed by the lymphatic system. Lymph takes part in nutritive process of the body. See how? It puts into circulation of large protein molecules by carrying them from the tissues into the blood. Means lymph helps in the circulation of protein molecules from the tissues into the bloodstream, because since blood capillaries could not absorb protein molecules due to their large size, so circulation of large protein is carried out by the lymph. Otherwise, when they were passing through the capillaries, due to the larger size of the proteins, blood capillaries were not able to absorb them. Clear? In the next lecture, we will be discussing about blood pressure and other terminologies. Till then, go through this lecture. Thank you so much.